This tutorial is for 5th grade, Module 2, Lesson 12. In this lesson, we will continue to use estimation to help us determine where to put the decimal point in a multiplication problem after we've worked it using the standard algorithm. I'm going to start by estimating my two factors. I have 1 and 21 hundredths times 14. Well, if I round 1 and 21 hundredths to the nearest whole, that would give me 1. 14 rounded to the nearest 10 would give me 10. 1 times 10 is 10. So I know my answer will be somewhere near 10. Since I rounded both of these numbers down, my final answer will most likely be larger than 10, but it should be somewhere around 10. So now I'm going to work the problem using the standard algorithm. I'm going to ignore the decimal point and multiply as usual. 4 times 1 is 4. 4 times 2 is 8. 4 times 1 is 4. I'll put the 0 in my second row. 1 times 1 is 1. 1 times 2 is 2. 1 times 1 is 1. I'll add those. We have 4, 9, 6, and 1. So if I think about the placement of my decimal point, if I put it between the 9 and the 4, that would give me an answer of 169 wholes, and that's way too big. If I move the decimal point between the 6 and the 9, that gives me a whole number answer of 16. That's the closest I can get to 10, placing my decimal point. So I know that 16 and 94 hundredths is the final answer. Let's look at another problem. Here I have 2 and 45 hundredths. Well, that would round to the whole number of 2. 35 rounds up to 40. 2 times 40 is 80. So I know my final answer will be somewhere around 80. If I work the problem using the standard algorithm, 5 times 5 is 25. 5 times 4 is 20, plus 2 is 22. 5 times 2 is 10, plus 2 is 12. 0 in my second row. 3 times 5 is 15. 3 times 4 is 12, plus 1 is 13. And 3 times 2 is 6, plus 1 is 7. I'll add these. I get 5. 2 plus 5 is 7. 2 and 3 is 5. 1 and 7 is 8. So I know my final answer has to be near 80, and I can put my decimal point between the 5 and the 7, which gives me that final answer of 85 wholes, 75 hundredths. That's the closest I can get to 80 when I place my decimal point.